Chapter 7, Knowledge of the Absolute, Shlok number 9. We'll recite one prayer and then we'll recite Shloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we are reciting from Bhagavad-gita as it is, chapter number 7, Knowledge of the Absolute, Shlok number 9. So I will recite the shloka, then you can repeat. Punya Gandha Pritivyamsha Tejas Chasmi Vibhavaso Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu Tapasyasmi Tapasvishu Punyo Gandha Prithivyam Cha Tejaschasmi Vibhavaso Jivam Sarvabhuteshu Tapaschasmi Tapasvishu Punyo Gandha Pritibhyam Cha Tejaschasmi Vibhavaso Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu Tapaschasmi Tapasvishu. Please recite.
Punyo Gandha Prithivyam Cha
Punya Gandha Prithivyam Cha
Tejaschasmi Vibhavasu Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu
Bhuteshu
Tapaschasmi Tapasvishu
Tapaschasmi Tapasvishu
पुण्यगन्ध पृथिव्यां च
Punya Gandha Prithivyam Cha
तेजश्चास्मि विभागसु
Tejaschasmi Vibhavaso
जीवनं सर्वभूतेषु
Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu
तपश्चास्मि तपस्विषु
Tapaschasmi Tapasvishu. So word to word meaning and translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Punya original, Gandha fragrance, Prithvivyam in the earth, Cha also, Tejaha heat, Cha also, Asmi I am, Vibhavaso in the fire, Jivanam life, Sarva in all, Bhuteshu living entities, Tapaha penance, Cha also, Asmi I am, Tapasvisu in those who practice penance. Translation. I am the original fragrance of the earth and I am the heat in fire. I am the life of all that lives and I am the penances of all ascetics. Please repeat after me. I am the original fragrance of the earth and I am the heat in fire. I am the life of all that lives and I am the penances of all ascetics. Purport. Punya means that which is not decomposed. Punya is original. Everything in the material world has a certain flavor or fragrance. As the flavor and fragrance in a flower or in the earth, in water, in fire, in air, etc. The uncontaminated flavor, the original flavor which permeates everything is Krishna. Similarly, everything has a particular original taste, and this taste can be changed by the mixture of chemicals. So everything original has come has some smell, some fragrance, and some taste. Vibhavasu means fire. Without fire, we cannot run factories, we cannot cook, etc. And that fire is Krishna. The heat in the temperature in the belly, the heat in the fire is Krishna. According to Vedic medicine, indigestion is due to low temperature in the belly. So even for digestion, fire is needed. In Krishna consciousness, we become aware of that earth, water, fire, air, and every active principle. All chemicals and all material elements are due to Krishna. The duration of man's life is also due to Krishna. Therefore, by the grace of Krishna, man can prolong his life or diminish it. So Krishna consciousness is active in every sphere. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guruho Shri Ruta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvise Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yeah, better you change because he's falling down. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So welcome to our Bhagavad-gita class. So today is Wednesday. So every day we have class in Hindi, but today is special day. So today we have class in English as per the tradition. So now this is very important slok in Bhagavad-gita. Now if you go further in previous shlokas, Krishna is describing his vibhutis, his some ordinary power, and how he is existing in every aspect of all material and spiritual aspects. And in one shloka is quoted in 7.7, Mattah parataram nanyat kinchit hasti dhananjah mai sarvam idam protam sutre mani gana eva. So whatever this truth we are seeing, and everything is resting upon whom? Krishna. So whatever we see, whatever this whole beauty, whole this all material world, all planets, all resting upon whom? Sometimes we consider that this all planets are taken care by NASA. This is not so. NASA is only just discovering some planets, but whole planetary system or whole cosmic manifestation is raised upon the whom? Krishna. Now, to make this understanding very clear, now Krishna is what he is telling, different aspect, how everything is raised upon Krishna. Now he is giving a practical example here. In previous sloka, the 7.8, we saw 5 aspects, how this Krishna is there. In the taste of water, in the light of sun, then in the moon, in the syllabus Om, and Vedic mantras, and the sound of ether and ability in man. So further down now he is describing that I am the original fragrance of the earth. I am the heat in fire. I am the life of all that lives. And I am the penances of all ascetics. So why Krishna is mentioning this? What is the significance of mentioning this, all this thing? Because, see, whoever is worshipping Krishna, or whoever a devotee knows that worshipping Krishna is the topmost. So the fundamental understanding of this worshipping Krishna is satatam, satatam, whom we have to remember always? Krishna. We have to remember Krishna always. And now, by these all examples, Krishna is making sure that we will remember Krishna in each and every aspect of life. So, practically, Krishna is giving now everything. Otherwise, what happens? Sometimes in temple we remember Krishna. Sometimes in Aratis we remember Krishna. Sometimes doing jap. That is rarely. But sometimes doing our japa we remember Krishna. But in our day-to-day life or in whole day activities, mostly we tend to forget Krishna. Therefore, now in this chapter, Krishna, very beautiful way he is describing how to remember me. He himself is taking care of our remembrance. See how much Krishna loves us. We are tend to forget him due to our forgetting nature. Sometimes in just big occasion we remember Krishna, like whenever we come in front of Krishna or in some artis or some in special occasions. But Krishna is making sure in this whole chapter now, whatever shlokas you are going to recite now from this, he will let you understand that Krishna is present in each and every aspect of our life. Likewise here, in the fragrance of earth, in the fire, in the heat of fire, then in our life also, as a prana vayu, he is existing. And in the ascetics, as a tapasya. So Krishna is telling here what? Whenever you see these aspects, you please remember me. And this is the significance of this shloka. Whenever we are studying all these shlokas from text number 8 onwards, Krishna is making sure that my devotee should remember me at each and every aspect of his occurrence. Therefore, Krishna is now listing down. Stavara jangama dekhi tara murti. This is the consciousness of pure devotee. Pure devotee, what they see everywhere, in all aspects of their life, they see whom? Krishna. They remember whom? Krishna. But for a sadhaka like us, it is not possible. Therefore, now Krishna is remembering us or reminding us that please remind me or remember me like this. By listing down some mechanical or material elements, Krishna is not teaching you some science, material science here, but he is teaching you the topmost paddhati, topmost way of remembering Krishna. Therefore, punya gandha prithivyamsha. Likewise, now this time this rains are little late. Rainy season is late. Otherwise, from 6th June mostly in Mumbai rain start. So whenever this first rain starts, what happens? First rain. A beautiful fragrance from the earth. And Krishna is telling that essence or that saint or that essence is whom? Krishna. So now we have golden chance. I think for this moment only Krishna is not yet sent the rains. So that we'll make sure we will understand this sloka first. And whenever now the rainy season will come or rains will come, and that the beautiful fragrance will come, then we have to remember whom? Krishna. This is the essence of earth. Krishna is sending. So Krishna is telling that essence of the earth is I am. I am that essence. See, so what we learn from this, or what we learn from this statement, that I am the original fragrance of the earth. Whenever we see some this nice object in front of our eyes, we get attracted. Whenever we smell something nice, we get attracted. But we have to understand the main principal object of my attraction is not that beauty, is not that scent, but the person, the main attractive principle behind that beauty is Krishna. I am getting attracted to something beautiful. Why? Because I am not getting to the something beautiful, that form of that material body, but I am getting attracted to whom? Krishna. Whenever I smell something good, nice, something, the visitor comes, some essence, the artificial incense they use for their so-called body fragrance. And sometimes, well, we smell that, we get attracted to who is the personality there. But we have to understand now from this onward that essence is why we are getting attracted, because that essence is Krishna. So likewise we can purify our consciousness. Otherwise, we'll be trapped in the clutches of Maya. So, therefore Prabhupada used to say that actually, whenever we some nice object, or whenever we smell something good, or whatever good we are searching in this material world, actually we are searching for whom? Krishna. We are searching for whom? Krishna. Krishna is the source object we are always aspiring for. But because of that, because of our limitation, we are not able to see Krishna face to face, and then get trapped with the illusory attraction or illusory essence of this material world. But Krishna is making sure here that I am the essence behind that essence you are smelling right now. Therefore, we find that attraction sometimes in some famous personalities, or sometimes in some relationship, or something whatever. But actually the basis of our permanent happiness is Krishna. So we understand from that what? First statement. I am the original. I am the original fragrance of the earth. Punyo gandha prithivyam cha. Therefore, in morning, we get nice Narsimdev scent. We get nice flowers to that very fragrant flowers. Sometimes that chandan is applied to devotees during Guru Puja. So whenever we smell that chandan essence or flower from the lotus feet of the Radha-Rasbihari, or that essence which is offered to Lord Narsimdev, we have, our consciousness should be that now Krishna is with me in the form of that flower, in the form of that essence, in the form of that chandan. Therefore, we have to we have to be very careful. Whenever we saw some flower or here or there, we have to lift them, and we have to keep it in nice place, because again the essence or essence that flower is carrying is who? Krishna. Likewise, our consciousness will become Krishna consciousness. Next, SriSriRadhaRasbihari ki jai, Sri Gaurang Bhagwan ki jai, Sri Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman ji ki jai. Next, what Krishna is telling here, what? Tejas chasmi vibhavasu, that I am the heat in fire. So now, in our life, there is very much important of heat. Whatever we are eating, is it possible without heat? Therefore, some days ago, due to this Iran and America war, there were a shortage of what? Cylinders. And it was like a big crisis. If there will be no gas, then there will be no heat. If there will be no heat, then how we are going to cook our food? So this heat or fire is very important. Therefore, again our life sustenance is based on heat or fire. And that heat and fire is also whom? Krishna. A second. So whenever you start cooking, Prashan Prabhu, in your kitchen, you should remember Krishna, because that heat in kitchen is himself, Krishna is providing all essential material for cooking. Otherwise, without that heat and fire, we cannot cook. Even after cooking, the food we are eating, feast, that feast gets digested by the heat of, and that heat is who again? Krishna. See? So to become Krishna consciousness is very practical. Very practical. But due to our ignorance, we don't find Krishna everywhere in our life. But Krishna is there in everyone. And likewise they say in Marathi, what they say? भगवान की इच्छा के बिना, हिंदी दे से भगवान की इच्छा के बिना पत्ता भी नहीं हिलता. We can rephrase this statement like this, that in each and every element there is a Krishna. Now how? This is the science behind this. Krishna is there in this form. Now how you define heat or fire? Fire can be defined in the two forms. If something is a fire, then that fire should contain first heat and light. Heat and light. And these both aspects are very important for our sustenance. Without light, we are going to sustain. Without heat, we are going to sustain. Therefore, again, Krishna is there, present every time in the form of heat and sustaining our life. Therefore, we have to remember, whenever we see some fire, we have to remember Krishna. See, how can we understand this? That Krishna is present in the fire. I will give two examples. See, if Krishna desire, then heat will actually show his heatness or hotness. Otherwise, that same fire will be like a cooling breeze. Example, remember something? I gave the hint. Any example? If Krishna desires, that fire can become hot. And if Krishna desire, that fire can become a cooling breeze. For which devotee that Krishna changed the effect of fire? Prahlad Maharaj. From this example, the Prahlad Maharaj, we can understand that Krishna is present in the form of heat and fire. Because Prahlad Maharaj was a dear and topmost devotee of Lord Krishna, that Holika having the very special boon that no fire or no heat will burn the Holika. So Holika was very confident that I will sit in the midst of fire, but fire will not touch me. Therefore, what she did? She did very innocent Prahlad in the lap of her, and she sat on in the midst of fire. And she was very confident that what? The fire will not burn. But because she did not study this verse, she must study this verse before actually occurring this project of burning Prahlad Maharaj. Because here Krishna is telling what? Tejas chasmi vibhavasau. I am the heat in fire. Therefore now when Krishna saw what? My innocent devotee, my dearmost devotee Prahlad Maharaj is there. And then same Krishna in the form of heat did not give any effect to Prahlad Maharaj. And the same Holika, she having a boon that she will not get burned, but she got burned. So from this example, we can see the presence of Krishna in the heat. Another example, Another example of Hanuman in the Ramayana. So, when our Hanumanji caught there in the, which garden was that? Ashok Vatika. So, he got caught red-handed there. So, all the soldiers of Ravana, so they caught him and then they took him to the Ravana, and Ravana then decided the permission, what? This, that this will be burned. What? His tail will be burned. So now he having some mystic potencies. Therefore, he expanded his tail like some kilometers. He expanded. Now all the Rakshasas, they brought so much clothes, so that now they will somehow other make sure that that cloth will be there on the tail, and then they will put some petrol or rocket, whatever present that time. So they brought all the clothes, petrol, diesel, whatever. They pour on that that clothes. They just roll that cloth on the tail of the Hanuman, and then they burn the tail of the Hanuman. So now, by burning that tail, so much that heat generated, and so much, by that Hanuman burned whole Lanka, whole golden city of Lanka. But nothing happened to Hanuman. Not one single scratch or burning some like that, some kharoch to Hanumanji. So why? Again, Hanumanji is a devotee of Lord Krishna or Lord Ram, and that the potency of hotness was reduced for Hanumanji, and multifold increase for whole Lanka. Therefore, we can find the presence of Krishna in the form of heat and fire. So now, what is the significance in our life of this statement? So we have to remember, whenever we at least eat feast, at least whenever we eat nice feast in ashram, we should remember that now this feast will be getting digested until and unless Krishna will be merciful unto me. Without the mercy of Krishna, that feast is not going to digest. Because the Jataragni in the fire in this Jataragni is also Krishna. Therefore, we will be very much prayerful to Krishna. Therefore, we pray before accepting any meal. Sharira vidyal jar jarendriya tahe kal jibe phele vishe sagare तार मदे जीवाती लोभोमय सुदुर्मति ताके जटा कठिन संसारे. Krishna bodo dayamay. Why Krishna is dayamay? Because he is making sure my digestion. Without Krishna's mercy, that food is not going to get digested. So that way we can remember Krishna again. So now next time onwards, whenever you will eat what? At least feast. So we have to be very careful, we have to pray. Oh Lord Krishna, please make sure my gulab jamun get digested. Otherwise, that food will not get digested and that reverse effect will happen. Okay, next is what? Jivanam sarva bhuteshu, that I am the life air of all jivas or all bhutas. This point also is very important. This point is also very important. So what is the difference between a dead body and living body? Soul's presence. Okay, soul presence. We can say in the other word that prana vayu. And here that prana vayu, or Krishna is comparing himself with that prana vayu. I am the life of all that lives. So you go to any doctor, any very MD, PhD, whatever doctor, and ask him, what is the definition of dead, or what is meant by dead? Absence of life. And then you ask a counter question, what is life? Absence of? What is life? Absence of dead. So he don't have any clear definition why person is living and why person is dead. Because all material or whatever, earth, fire, ether, fire, whatever that 5 elements are exactly in same proportion are there in the dead body who is now just dead and the living person. No difference. No any weight quantitative analysis if you do or qualitative analysis you will do. The dead body and the living body are the same. Nothing, no difference between two bodies. Then what is the difference? Prana Vayu. And that Prana Vayu is who? Krishna. So again we are living. The whole basis of our existence is Krishna. Without the presence of our Krishna, without the presence of Krishna in our this dead body, without Krishna this body is dead. Without presence of Krishna this body is dead. Because Krishna in the form of this Prana Vayu is there, therefore we are living. And therefore we have some consciousness, we have some willing, feeling, some attraction, whatever. We have this beautiful charm, whatever. Everybody consider himself very beautiful, very great personality. Why? Because there is a presence of Krishna. A very husband likes his beautiful wife. Why? Because in that beautiful wife, there is a presence of Krishna in the form of life air. The moment that life air will be separated from that beautiful body, the same husband will make sure that this body will be burned as soon as possible. जितने जल्दी हो सके उसको जला दो अभी. Earlier he was hankering for embracing that beautiful body of a wife. But as soon as that Krishna is separated from that material body, in the form of life air, the same husband himself, no, take this body to now graveyard. Make sure this body will be burned. So without the presence of Krishna, there is nothing value of our own body also. Therefore, we have to understand how much this Krishna, in the form of life air, making me actually living. Otherwise, we are dead. So again, this Krishna is telling, third aspect we have learned, I am the life of all that lives. So what is now significance of this thing? See, until and unless Krishna is there, people are respecting me. People are not respecting because of my merit. People are respecting me because of presence of Krishna. Without the presence, whenever this Krishna will be absent from my body, our body is of no use. They will throw in your, in a dig pit of earth, or they will make sure that this body will burn. Therefore, whatever ahankar I have, whatever false ego I have, that false ego I am carrying, I am very beautiful, I am very senior devotee, I am now pass out new bhakta, I am just going to become Prabhuji now, or whatever false ego we are possessing, this false ego is there due to presence of Krishna. Therefore, we should be very humble in front of Krishna, and daily we should pray to Krishna that whatever glories, I am thinking that I am very glorious, but the basis of all that glory is whom? Krishna. Whenever that Krishna will leave, all our glories will be diminished. Nobody will remember you. Nobody will remember your glorious activities. Therefore, whatever the beauty of this body is due to presence of Krishna. And last part is what? Tapasyami tapasvishu. I am the penances of all aesthetic. Now, what is this penances means? Every person in this material world is doing some austerity, some penances. The goal of penances must be different. Somebody is doing some penances for just maintaining this material body, or somebody is doing penances for maintaining the soul. So, though, but everybody is doing some penances. Somebody is doing penances for good job. Somebody is doing some penances for good devotional service also. All of you are doing so much penances in your day-to-day life for becoming nice devotee. So, what is meant by tapasya? Doing right thing. Right thing. Doing right thing, and in the process of that, doing that right thing, some inconvenience will be occurred, but still you are determined to do that right thing. Is a tapasya, austerity. Therefore, for brahmachari here in front of me, some brahmacharis are sitting. So we brahmacharis, what we do? We get up early in the morning as a part of our tapasya. We try to chant Hare Krishna nicely as a part of tapasya. We try to serve our senior devotees as a part of tapasya. Some grihasthas are there. So they do also their sadhana, whatever, after maintaining their job, their family life. For them, tapasya is what? To maintain their family very Krishna conscious. That is also very great tapasya for a grihastha. To have Krishna conscious family in their the family should be Krishna consciousness. And to have very simple life and high thinking for grihastha. For some students are there, mobile niyantran, controlling our mobile, wrong uses of mobile is also some penances for them. Then leaving bad association is penances for youths. Then this strictness in our study is also tapasya for students. But while doing this tapasya, we should not be proud that I am a great devotee. Why I am a great devotee? Because I chant nicely, but the fellow devotee is not chanting. So I am a great devotee. I get up 3 o'clock early in the morning and see this fellow is sleeping still 3:30. So I am very great. Sometimes in New Bhakta, we started feeling like this, that because I am getting up in 3 o'clock morning, I am very great devotee. Sometimes I feel I am chanting nicely and this devotee is sleeping, so I am great. But we have to understand again, I am able to get up 3 o'clock in the morning, early in the morning. I am able to chant nicely, or I am able to do some nice thing, nice austerities in my life. The basis of all that is whom? Krishna. Again. If Krishna will desire, we will get up. If Krishna will not desire, we will not get up. Actually, who is reminding us in the morning to get up? Krishna, not our alarm. Sometimes alarm goes on ringing. But until and unless Krishna will sanction from inside, get up. Jeev jago, Gaura Chandra bole, Kota nidra, jao maya, pishachira kole. So until and unless Krishna makes sure you are going to get up, you are not going to get up. Until and unless Krishna will desire that you are going to chant nicely, we will not able to chant nicely. Until and unless Krishna will desire that this devotee should progress in his devotional service, we, by our own endeavor, we are not going to do any progress. Therefore, basis of all our austerities is again Krishna. Therefore, in essence now, I will summarize what this shloka is telling, that Krishna is teaching us that in the form of essence, in the form of fire, whenever we see some jiva, or whenever we do some tapasya, we should remember that I am able to do, or I am able to do these all things nicely because there is a presence of Krishna. And then our life will become Krishna consciousness. And this society is made for that purpose only. An international society for Krishna consciousness. Therefore, in each and every aspect of our life, we should see Krishna. Otherwise, there is no use of anything. Somebody proposed earlier, whenever the this name of this institution was going, that they were finalizing the name. Some devotees, they suggested Srila Prabhupada that the International Society for God Consciousness. Prabhupada rejected that name. No, not God consciousness, Krishna consciousness. And basis of doing so is this chapter. It's Krishna is telling, be conscious of me. So the last, the point is what? The materialistic people, whenever they say this Prithvi, Agni, life air, or whenever they do so austerity, they remember our own endeavor or whatever their own factor. But as a devotee, we have to remember Krishna, and that is the essence of this sloka, Bhagavad-gita 7.9. Hare Krishna. So again, yesterday in 7.8, Krishna says that I am essence of all Vedic mantras also. Therefore, whatever Hare Krishna mantra we are chanting daily, that is also Krishna. Non-different from Krishna. The name of Krishna and Krishna is non-different. Therefore, now we will remember Krishna by chanting his holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. 3 minutes are remaining. Any question? Yes, Prabhu. ध्यान क्यों नहीं रहता? बिकॉज बहुत सारा गंदगी है मन में, बराबर है कि नहीं? बहुत सारा गंदगी मन में होने के कारण वो गंदगी लगने नहीं देती है. तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? पहले कचरा साफ करना पड़ेगा. जैसे आपको रूम में, किसी रूम में पढ़ाई करना हो और बहुत सारा सामान ऐसा बिखरा है, उस रूम में पढ़ाई कर पाएंगे आप? वैसे अगर हमारे हृदय में ऐसा कचरा पड़ा है, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, भय, मद, मत्सर, ये तो मैंने 6 गिनवा लिए, वैसे बहुत सारे हैं. इसके कारण क्या होता है? इतना गंदगी अंदर कि वो हम कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते. इसलिए पहला हमारा गोल क्या होना चाहिए? फिर वेरी नाइस, हरे कृष्णा. तो मोदी सरकार क्या मिशन है उनका? स्वच्छ भारत. हमारा इस्कॉन का है स्वच्छ हृदय. ठीक है, ये इनका कर लेते हैं, है ना? बोलिए, ये माइक दीजिए.
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. महामंत्र क्यों कहते हैं? महामंत्र कहते हैं.
यस, देखिए बहुत सारे मंत्र है ना, पर शास्त्रों में, है ना, इस महामंत्र को कलि संतरण उपनिषद आता है ना, इति षोडशकम नाम कलि सर्वश नाशनम, कि सब कलियुग के त्रापों से अगर किसी को मुक्ति चाहिए, तो यही मंत्र जो 16 शब्दों का, तो वो कलि संतरण उपनिषद बता रहे कि हमने सारे शास्त्रों को निचोड़ ले लिया है, सारे शास्त्रों को पढ़ लिया, पर ये हरे कृष्ण मंत्र जो 16 शब्दों का है, इससे पावरफुल मंत्र इस कलयुग के लिए डिफाइंड नहीं है. इसलिए इस कलयुग के लिए ये हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र बहुत पावरफुल है. इसलिए हम हरे कृष्ण को महामंत्र कहते हैं, सभी का स्वामी. हर युग में एक मंत्र होता है और वो प्रधान रहता है. जैसे सतयुग में था ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, वो प्रधान रूप में था, और उस मंत्र का उच्चारण करके प्रहलाद महाराज ने अपने भक्ति के सर्वोच्च पद को प्राप्त कर लिया. बट ये कलयुग में अगर सब रिसर्च किया गया शास्त्रों द्वारा और जितने भी हमारे आचार्यों द्वारा, और उन्होंने हमको अभी सजेस्ट किया है कौन सा? हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे. ठीक है, हरे कृष्णा. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप लोग का. शील प्रभुपाद की, समवेद सभी भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. हरि हरि बोल.